just currently at this little rest stop, getting some water, and then we're setting off in the direction of Darwin, Northern Territory. So yeah, as I was saying, that'll be the last time we see the beach for a while, which is sort of sad, but I do love the Northern Territory, so sort of keen to go and check that out. We got I honestly reckon we got a few days between here and the Northern Territory border. We've just going to take it nice and easy, head along the highway and see whatever we can along the way, but no real plans as usual. Just checked into Lazy Acre Plantation. It's just a camp off wiki, $10 a night, and it's actually on a mango plantation. So it's a full working farm. The owner's kind enough to rent some of their land out to campers like myself, and it's absolutely beautiful out here. We got told there's a creek down here to check out, so that's what we're going to do. I'll give you a bit of a look around the plantation as we go through, and I honestly think it's going to be a bloody cracking spot to stay. So we've only booked one night here. We're not sure if we're going to do one or two, but so far beautiful. So as you come down the driveway here, that's where the owner lives, just in this house here. So that's where you go down and you pay your donation. Now she was talking about the places on the market at the moment, so I'm not sure how long this camp's going to be here for. So yeah, if you guys miss out, sorry about that. But as you can see, rows and rows and rows of mango trees. Bloody beautiful place. And on this side over here, as we go through, how's the view, mate?
Happy to say happy birthday to you, and it's your birthday.
So that's it for our stay here at Lazy Acre. Absolute perfect spot. Well, we're in Charters Towers, and it looks like a very old town. Very, very old town. The old bell tower. I don't know what that bell is. If I find out, I'll drop it at the bottom. Definitely a bell in there. Maybe it's a school. It's a giant school bell. Now that is a cool old building. Apparently back in its day, it says online that it was a very wealthy town. So probably why it looks so fancy.
We're all stocked up. We got a kitchen full of fresh groceries and tummies full of McDonald's. Does anyone else do that?
I'm gonna go on record, probably the first person in history to say McDonald's is so bloody good, isn't it?
Well, we haven't had Macca's for a couple of weeks and I was starting to just crave
it says not to take
Macca's.
vans up there. So I'm gonna go check out World War II bunker. The girls are staying at the van. Sadie's gonna have some strawberries and stuff because I'm not too sure what to expect with this little walk up here. It says no vans allowed. So we've parked up down there and I'm gonna go solo, have a look on my own. So let's go check it out. So it says in December 1871, prospectors Hugh Mosman and another couple of blokes decided to try their luck further afield from Ravenswood goldfields. The story goes that heading towards some square-topped hills, their pack horse bolted after being spooked. Their pack horse bolted after being spooked by a sudden peal of thunder. The party's Aboriginal horse boy Jupiter was sent to find it. Jupiter found not only the horse but also a glint of gold that sparked one of Queensland's most feverish rushes. Earthquake monitoring station. Well, there you go. Hey? Didn't expect to see that here. So there's a total of 29 concrete bunkers in here, or scattered around these mountains. And an interesting fact is none of them face each other. So they all face in different directions, and that's for one reason. If an explosion went off in one, it wouldn't set off a chain reaction with other bunkers in the area. So that's a pretty cool little bit of knowledge. I'm just doing a bit of Google search on the bunkers here and the town in general, but apparently there was a Mr. Hartley. He was only 7 years old when World War II was declared. He witnessed the former gold mining town, which was once enticed people in for its riches, became a place where people had to live on ration cards. The population doubled. Had 10,000 American soldiers here during the war. There were roughly 1,000 in Listener Park in tents, and the other 9,000 would have been around the airstrip at Corinda. So yeah, it sort of went from a gold rush town to a world war pretty bloody quick, didn't it? But yeah, these sort of bunkers are scattered everywhere. Like, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's one in the distance, one over there. There's one just down here. They're literally just everywhere. So the main title's up here, World War II bunkers. And then you literally just walk down the road here and you've got Clark's gold mine. So this is Clark's gold mine site, 300 meters that way. So there's a lot of history in this town. Unfortunately, a lot of it's war-based.
on the top.
What, the bird?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah, that's Maggie.
It's Maggie.
Yeah.
If you are interested in reading any of the stuff that I'm showing you, you can just pause the video and have a read through. I'm not going to bother going through it all with you, but there's actually some pretty cool little info in there. What's this one? The Northern Miner newspaper was first established in 1872. Shortly after the first discovery of gold in Charters Towers that year, the aptly named Morning Daily paper was promoted as the most important and influential daily newspaper published in Queensland, outside of the capital. People had the gold fever, mate. Woo. It would have been crazy back then, eh? Like, honestly, absolutely wild, mate. People flocked here, like, oh, this would have been outrageous to see, like, a town with, you know, a couple of people or a couple hundred people all of a sudden just boom, flooded, mate. Like, people rocking up on horse and cart and walking. People used to walk for hundreds of kilometers to get to goldfields. Absolutely crazy. Sight for sore eyes. Red dirt. Whew. God, I love this stuff. After being in the rainforest for a few weeks, I'm not gonna lie, it's very good to see this again. Free camp for the night. A little bit of rubbish around, as you'd expect. No one can ever just come to these places and just leave it the way you found it. And if this is you guys, bloody muppets, mate. But yeah, red dirt. Beautiful clear skies. Gotta love it. I'll take you for a walk in a minute. Hey? Gonna go for a walk and see something cool?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Can I see a rabbit, please?
A rabbit?
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Okay.
Let's go for a walk. I want to show you something really cool.
Maybe a rabbit.
If you haven't seen it, we did a trip to Uluru. It was very rushed. We only had 3 weeks to cram everything in from Brisbane to Uluru and back home. That is on our channel. But Sadie absolutely loved the outback trip. She loved it. So it's good to be back. She's back in her element, aren't you? What are you doing? Finding rocks. There's plenty of rocks out here, mate. Come this way. Come on.
No, I'm just having one.
Anyway, she'll be exploring for ages now. But yeah, it's just the dirt. Just feels so natural, and honestly, feels like I just got home. That's what it feels like. It's just fresh air.
Purple shiny one.
Purple shiny rock.
Yeah.
I don't know, babe. Why don't you come for a walk this way? There's probably more rocks out here.
Oh, is this shiny one?
I don't know. We'll have a look.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's just something, honestly. It's just something about the outback. And if you haven't experienced it, go and do it. We took 3 weeks. 3 weeks to do Brisbane, Uluru, back to Brisbane. And look, we did it. It was a bit rushed on the drive to and from, but we spent a week just up in the middle section around Uluru and stuff. Saw some gorges and all that sort of thing. You don't need a lot of time, but obviously, honestly, if we could have added 1 week to the trip, it would have been a lot better. So yeah, you don't need long, guys. Save up your pocket money for some fuel and get to the outback. It's absolutely spectacular.
Hang on, Dad.
And the sun rises out here. Hey,
Hang on, Dad. Get in here.
get in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sun rises out here. Oh, the sunsets out here are just, oh, to die for, mate, honestly. To absolutely die for. Whole sky goes red, pink, purple, all sorts of colours, and
Dad, which way we go?
unbelievable. Woo, it's good to be back, baby. It's good to be back. Hey, do you like the outback?
Yeah.
Yeah, you love it.
Mm.
You love the flies?
Yeah.
They're tasty?
Yeah.
We don't really eat them, eh?
Why?
Oh, I mean, you can eat them if you want.
No.
No. We can cook them up.
No.
No, we'll just leave them, hey.
Mm.
We'll shoo them away.
Yeah.
Say, shoo fly.
Mm.
Nah. All right, let's go back to camp. But yeah, we're in the outback again.
Bye, Daddy. I'm going back to my mom.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
Oh, God, it feels good to be back. Well, we just touched down in Hughenden and we're greeted by this big old dinosaur. So it's a Muttaburrasaurus.
Sadie.
His name's Mutt.
His name is Mutt.
His name's Mutt.
My name is Dinosaur.
Mutt is a replica of the Muttaburrasaurus that roamed the shores of the historic inland sea where modern day Hughenden township now sits. So this gigantic bugger used to walk around here long before we did. How crazy is that? Like, he's not small. He's not small, mate.
More dinosaurs, Daddy.
He's big.
Yeah.
Very big.
Yeah, very big.
Very big.
Yeah. You can always see us. They don't stand in the nest together.
You're in the nest.
Oh, we stand in the nest together.
Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of rose. Dish, dish.
These big fellas were herbivores. They only ever eat green stuff. And the only defense they ever had against other dinosaurs was this big thumbnail. This is stuff that I learnt when I was a little kid. I was a bit obsessed with dinosaurs, as I'm sure most boys are. I'm not saying a lot of girls aren't, but you know, boys and dinosaurs sort of go hand in hand. But yeah, I learnt all about this fella when I used to live in one of these country schools. They taught us all about it. $10 per adult entry to the museum. Finished up at the Discovery Centre. Now this side on here is not open yet. When I pulled up, I thought that's very new looking building. It's not even open yet.
There's nothing in there.
No. It's got some rendering inside of like what it's supposed to have in there in the future, but not quite ready yet. Anyway, we still spent a good amount of time in the original museum, and there's a lot to see in there. There's stuff on the shearing, the dinosaurs, and a bit of history on the town. So